You gotta find some really good weed dealers and just stay listed all day. And on TV, I would say I try to be like Mike. My whole life, I've always been a major fan of Michael Jordan and the late great Kobe Bryant. And what I watch on TV these days, I've been watching the Jordan documentary.
And that's a perfect segment because that's part of my question. I was going to ask you, how you been watching The Last Dance?
Oh man, the only one I missed. I said I missed 5 and 6, but I've watched 1 to 4. So good.
Oh, I mean,
just forget, man.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about it. I mean, because I'm supposed to be watching it because we're supposed to do a podcast on it, and I'm still on 3.5. Like, I'm still on the Rodman episode and all like that, and I'm supposed to do a podcast about it tomorrow.
Well, you know what I heard, and I find this to be amazing. Great. This is just classic Michael Jordan. Jordan didn't want to release that until LeBron James won the finals back in 2017 when they had that crazy comeback, or 26, whatever year it was, when he won the championship in Cleveland. And after LeBron won that ring, Jordan called him and said, "You know what? It's time."
Wow.
And that's when I started putting it off.
So you still believe that when the Kobe's came out and the LeBrons came out, do you still believe that Jordan's the greatest, or people you find he's like number 2 now? Or you still think he's number 1?
No, Jordan is 1,000% number 1.
Yeah.
But there was a point where LeBron taken the throne if he had one more finals. Like, it is what it is. Like, Jordan wouldn't have lost the finals to Dirk Nowitzki. Jordan wouldn't have lost the finals to the Spurs. I really believe that. I really believe that if Jordan and that team stuck together in '99, that they would have beaten a young Tim Duncan and an old David Robinson. I don't think that LeBron would ever beat Michael Jordan one-on-one because I think Jordan would let him. I think Jordan's mental, he's just stronger. Like, this certain type of person. Like, and LeBron is not that dude. Like, LeBron is amazing. He might be better basketball mind, and obviously his passing is better, but Jordan was just different, man. Like, and unfortunately I didn't get to watch his first three-peat. I did watch his second three-peat though, and I mean, even as a kid you could just understand what's going on watching him play against other people, even when he was old. Like, he was older when I was watching too. So I mean, look, I think at this point the only way LeBron is going to have any type of argument is if the overall body of that much great. Just like we were with hip hop earlier. LeBron somehow just another couple chips with the Lakers and another MVPs and has all these crazy statistics, then maybe the argument can back up. But right now, no.
Well, I mean, I might be biased by saying I'm a friend of LeBron. I can't knock the fact that he's good, but one reason why I can't even say that is because comparing him to Jordan, the fact that Jordan got these rings off one team. Like, he didn't keep going from one place to the other and trying to build a team and get these wins. He win, lose, or draw. He got these rings from that one team. He didn't go anywhere else or do anything else, and that to me stands over anything. Same thing as Kobe Bryant. He didn't leave. Shaq left, and he still won a championship without Shaq.
2 championships without him.
Yeah,
honestly, I have a hard time putting LeBron over Kobe. Like, I get it. Like, he's the better basketball player, but once again, like, I don't know. It's tough. And like, Jordan just played a different era. Like, I know LeBron's game would have been a lot different had he come up in the 90s. He'd probably been a lot stronger, but I don't know if he'd have been able to blow past everybody the way he does. He just, like, beats past everybody. Like, I remember watching him on the Heat when he was down by you guys, and it was just unfair. It looked like he was playing with kids at points. Like, he was literally jumping over them like he jumped over John Lucas that time to that alley-oop. Just crazy.
Yeah, I just it's funny how you said if he was played in the 90s, it would be different. He would be a lot stronger. A lot of people said that he probably wouldn't be able to hang if he was in there in the 90s and all, because
that's crazy. He would have grown up in the 90s. He would have grown up in the 90s. He would have been going up against Jordan. Like, I believe that he would have stepped his game up, and I believe it probably would have been tougher too, because it just had to be. It was a tougher world.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
LeBron,
yeah, the 90s. The 90s alone is just a special decade when it comes to sports. music, movies, everything. Like '90s was, which you're making a value point. I'm gonna let you continue because you're actually saying something that nobody else is saying, and no one ever even looked at it that way. So continue with your argument.
Well, yeah, I mean, no, just that really, that it was an era where you had to toughen up or you get left behind. And see it in the realm of entertainment, it's no different. I really believe that, especially like, guys, but like, LeBron's lead, I would have stepped his game up. However, I don't know if he would have been better than Jordan. That's why I think that this documentary is great because it covers everything. It's not just covering that final season. They really break it down and they show the whole come up and where he started and all the adversity he had to overcome, because Jordan had to overcome a lot of adversity, and people forget his father was murdered in the middle of his career. Like, that's just a crazy thing to try to overcome, especially when you're as close with your father as he was.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah. So what have you taken from this documentary so far that you may not have known about Jordan? Because I'm taking a lot, just not even from Jordan, but Pimpin' and Phil Jackson and Rodman and all. There's a lot that I'm taking in. But what about yourself? Anything new?
I knew that there was a little bit of tension that last year, but I didn't realize that it was like, I guess I was too young to know what was really going on, and the fact that I didn't really follow money and free agency like that, and I didn't realize how close Scottie Pippen was to leaving and how he sat out like that.
Yeah, that's new to me too. That was shocking. What's also shocking me about the Scottie Pippen is how underpaid he was for the talent that he was.
Oh yeah, that was grossly underpaid. But it was his own fault. One thing I got from it too, like, I like Scottie Pippen. He seems like a nice enough guy. He had a really tough time coming up. It was kind of his own fault though. And as a major competitor, I'm more of the Jordan than I am the Pippen. Like, work as hard as you can, no breaks, fuck your migraine. Like, it just is what it is. Like, that type of mentality is what I need to be in with the shit I have going on. Can't be a Scottie,
Well, I mean,
so,
go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no. That's yeah. Go ahead.
No, well, I mean, I agree. No excuses. Man, I train myself to become like a professional wrestler, and that gym that I work at with my coaches, there's no excuses. They're like, you better show up unless someone died in your family or you're dead. There's no excuses and shit. So I grew up with that mentality. But
you said professional wrestling?